You're live. Kathleen's in the house. Oh, I'm cold. I'm in so much pain. Sorry, I shouldn't mind. Mutiara, Dora from Dora 30. I will watch that short that you sent me, and that was the first thing that came up. I'm sure that's what you sent me, because I didn't really look. I just saw that you sent me a short. I'm sure it's about you being Karen from YouTube Over 40. YouTube Over 40. Karen. That's hilarious. I will watch it when I'm done here, or later on today, but I will definitely watch it, because it's hilarious. I know it will, because you're funny, and so, anyhow. Another beautiful day today in the neighborhood. Wants to be my neighbor. I'm so cold. Hello. Sorry, I'm just in a whiny mood today. Mike, how are you? Ouch. How are you doing today? Are you going on any adventures today, or is that your weekend thing? The boat that you made, the speedboat that you made out of the sailboat, and still being able to use it as a sailboat, was very intuitive. No, inventive in something. Oh, and my husband just sent me something as well. I'll have to watch it after. So, question, yes. Thought it was very. Cannot think of words today. Just not able to word. So, yes. What are you wanting? What? I already took you outside. I already fed you. What else do you need? There's water. I'm not gonna go sit down right now. Abdul Manan, how are you? I have to wait for the weekend to do adventures, working through the week. That's what I was wondering. Yes. But that's a very, very cool invention that you created, especially with the fact that you can still use it as a sailboat after you haven't put any holes in it. That's very cool. Abdul, you're fine? That's good. What have you been up to today, Abdul? Hello, Aaron. Oh, you're watching me? And the rest of the day? What have you been up to? What do you do for work again, Mike? No, you probably don't love me. You don't know me. My husband of 30 years, actually, he loves me. Mike. You're an electrician. You're a Sparky. Is that one of your nicknames? Yep. Maggie the doggo. Hello, Maggie the doggo. How's Maggie? And how's Jungle Cat? Hi, guess what? I'm live too, but not on YouTube. Where are you live? Jungly Cat. Mike, if you haven't met Jungly Cat, say hi to him. Are you live on Facebook or TikTok, or where are you live? Frank Wagner, hello. Oh, my eyes. Twitch. Oh. Are you gaming? Or are you just going live? I don't have Twitch, Jungly Cat. But that's very cool. I hope it's going to go well for you. Mike, I was installing solar panels, but it was not paying enough, so I had to go back to construction, pay more, need to get some debt out of the way. Yep, I understand that. Laugh aloud, I do nothing. Oh, that's okay. I only wash dishes, so. Thank you, I appreciate you being here for my lives. I have to catch up on watching videos. Have you been posting on YouTube? Jungly Cat? I have to catch up on so many people's videos because I'm working now again. Not full time, just a little bit, but helping my husband with construction. I get that with the debt and with construction paying more. That's what we're trying to figure out. Well, it used to be me trying to figure out things, but it's now my husband's complete thing where he's just gonna do his thing, do what he wants, and I think that'll be a good thing for him. So I am married. I've been married for 30 years, and we have 3 kids, and my husband will be home soon, so I don't care. I don't care if you tell me I'm not married, because I am. I don't wear my wedding ring because So, what have you been up to today, Jungly Cat? Were you out working? Yeah, Mike, this, Chris, no, let me see, I cannot see. Hey, love. How do you donate? Well, I should have a link to buy me a coffee, shouldn't I? I will have to look into that. Thank you very much. I haven't. Hey, Mike, are you still there? If you are, could you please delete this guy from my channel? He's a creep. That's okay, I'll do it. I'm sure you do. Goodbye. So just so you know, I don't know if Mike's still there, because you're one of my moderators. I don't put up with grossness or vulgarity or things like that. This guy was having fun. I know he was just being a troll, but I don't know. I could ignore it, but because I'm constantly looking at the notes, oh, that's okay. That's okay. I did it myself, which with great pleasure. I was wondering if you might be working. Don't worry about it at all. No, I don't, it's easier when there's more than one. Which one was? It was the Abdul guy. He was being very gross in the end, so I just was like, goodbye. I think I'll have to make Jungly Cat a moderator as well. I think the more moderators, the better, and plus everybody can get to know each other easier that way if they want. I gotta soak this. So I have this vision, this idea, and I've had it for a while, and it's kind of cool. So we have a lot of homeless people here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. And my heart isn't to just help them, as in just giving them stuff. My heart is to re-educate them and re-motivate them. And those who, you know, of course not everybody, it's not going to work with everybody, but I've had this desire for my whole life, basically. But since I moved here to Saskatoon, it was just like a stronger burning desire to like the shelters and everything. Those are great, those are needed, but we need a new how do you say, a new system. And I saw this lady who goes out and checks on the homeless and brings food when she can. And she works, and she's just using all of her money on her own. So I thought, you know what? When I saw her doing this, like, that is my heart. And I'm not going to tell you everything right now, but we need to get a handle on the homeless. Because once you're in a rut, once you're stuck, you know, it's so hard to get out. And there's many people who want to get out and get better and, you know, live life to its fullest, but they don't have that, the way to do it. They don't have that, the system in place that can help them. And I've got an idea, and I've written it down, and I've had the idea, and I have one connection, but I think she will be the best connection for us to have ideas and just to really do things better. So, yeah, it's to me very exciting. I know and I will eventually, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like seeing her was like a answer prayer to me that has been in my mind for years now. I just have not had the way or people or ability to do something about it. So I'm going to be meeting with her on Saturday for coffee. And hopefully, yeah, I'm just excited because this is my heart. And I will share a little bit more and more what we're doing, what we end up deciding, and I'll get in touch with other people that I've met over the past couple of years that have the same heart. And that's to eventually, not in a bad way, but in a good way, to get rid of, as much as we can, to get rid of homelessness. So my nephew, who's a realtor, gave me a good idea for that, which I'm not going to mention right now. Once we're going, and I have a plan and everything, I would love to help anybody who would like to do the same thing in their city or town. Usually cities, I think, that struggle more with homelessness. It's so expensive in cities, and a little bit more problems here and there. And, you know, I think, to me, that's what God calls us to, right? If you're a Christian, and if you're just human. If you're just human, we're all just human. But if you don't believe in God, that's all fine and good. Just the fact that you're human, I believe that that's what we're here for. We're not here for to become billionaires or millionaires or trillionaires. If it happens, great. But when we are blessed, we are to bless others. And so, and I don't believe, like a lot of religions believe that. But I don't know. To me, it just makes sense. It makes sense on a human level. It makes sense on every level. So, and I'm going to continue talking about this along with the rest, because all of it has to do with healing, right? Everything has to do with healing. And I'm not just here for me. And I've said that before. When I talk about, you know, my separation, when I talk about my chronic illness, when I talk about all these things, it's not for me. It's not so that you can go, oh, so I can hear, oh, poor you. Hello, Fire VR. How are ya? It's for everybody. It's to encourage everybody, because there's so many people going through so many things. You know? How you doing today, Fire VR? Good. What about you? I'm doing very well, thank you. Cannot complain. Just here washing dishes and chatting with whoever's willing to listen and chat back. So what are you up today, Fire? Up to today? And may I ask what country you're from? I just think it's so fun. We get people from all over the country here visiting. If anybody's else out there and wants to say hello, feel free. Not really a lot in Canada. I'm in Canada too. I am Canadian, fellow Canadian. I'm in Saskatchewan. Where are you? What province are you in? Not that you have to share with me. If you don't want, that's fine. What's the weather like when you're there? It's supposed to snow here on Sunday, but only go down to 0. So I'm hoping the snow's not going to stay on the ground. What is 61 if you're in Canada? You're doing Fahrenheit. I don't know Fahrenheit, I know Celsius. Hey, Simply Debbie Sue, how are you? You're doing dishes with me too? Cool. I love not doing dishes by myself. I never used to understand when my husband would do dishes, he would always call his mom or a sister or somebody, friend. And I couldn't understand why you have to be on the phone all the time when you're doing dishes, but I get it. It's more fun. It's 16 degrees. Okay, yeah, it's 16 degrees right now, but the weather is starting to act like Alberta weather. I was born and raised in Alberta. I've been here in Saskatchewan for 18 years. And so yeah, so it's about 15, 16 degrees right now. That's as high as it's gonna go today. It's already 3 o'clock, so yeah, dishes are boring. They are. It's a nice feeling once the kitchen's clean and everything is done, but the doing of them is just not the funnest, but that's okay. They're necessary to get done. So, Fire, does it snow where you are? I'm not ready for snow. It's not even Halloween yet. Hopefully it'll just... Oh, I like to clean. It's weird. Not right now. Yeah, it snowed in Calgary. Did you know that? A few days ago. Calgary. I don't hate cleaning as much as I hate cooking. If that makes sense. I guess I started hating it because I get too many complaints, you know? or too many, I don't want this today, I want that. And yeah, but that's okay. Oh, you're going camping on the weekend? I love camping. That's so fun. Although we haven't been camping this summer. We went camping last summer, which was, and the summer before. And we went and bought a new tent and everything because I like camping. I like to camp in a tent. And because my husband and I are a little bit older, sleeping on the ground is hard, so we bought a air mattress because they were on sale. So we bought one for us, and we bought one for our youngest son, and then our oldest kids, they have their own stuff because they're all on their own. So now that we are doing for Thanksgiving. Oh, that is amazing. That's an awesome idea. I just love camping and spending family time. Family time is the best time. Cleaning is fun. Yes, it's much funner than cooking. I still cook, I just don't like it. So I try to have a positive attitude when I'm cooking as well. Because then it's a little bit better. Turns out better, but you know. Find new recipes, try to make healthier recipes that my son will eat. Or sometimes he's got friends over. You love cooking? That's awesome. My oldest son loves cooking. And his partner loves cooking as well. And my husband, who doesn't have time to cook, he's an amazing cook. I gotta go have a great Thanksgiving, and I have a question. What's your question? When's the next live stream at? Usually, well, yesterday I did it around the same time. Tomorrow might be around the same time, like 2:30 Central Standard Time. Anyway, gotta go. Goodbye. Thanks, Can. Thanks for stopping by. I will try and be there. Thanks, Fire. Appreciate it. Thanks, Can. Appreciate it. I will keep it up. Bye, Fire. Thanks for joining me. Mike, you love to cook, but not clean. Well, I would rather my husband cook and I clean, but being as he's the one working and I'm at home, and our kids are growing up, then I try to do my best at doing both. I'm helping with estimates and invoices and communicating with electricians such as yourself and plumbers and all that kind of stuff. Debbie Sue, I like cooking, especially during the fall and winter. Oh, really? Why is that, Debbie Sue? What is the difference? I could maybe guess, but what is the difference for you? Almost done my dishes, and then later I gotta wash my cabinet doors and the floor. But I have to figure out what I'm doing for supper. I think I'm gonna do something with chicken. I don't know what yet. I should have made soup. That's what I should have done. Now that it's getting colder, I make chicken soup or chili or whatever kind of soup at least once a week. They're just so helpful also to... I like the warm foods. Yeah, I hear you. I like making the warmer foods too. They last longer. Are you talking about like soups and stuff, or what? Soups and whatever, or what specifically are you talking about? Because learning about proper communication is we're not all saying the same thing, even though we're saying the same words. Summer is too hot to be in the kitchen. That is true. That is true. So do you have a barbecue at all? We do, but I don't do a lot of barbecuing. Soups, stews, casseroles, yeah. I should do casseroles. Would you guys be quiet? Some of the the construction workers are going home, so which is nice. Then they'll be able to park somewhere. Mike, I can make pretty good chili and potato soup. Oh, potato soup. Is it potato bacon soup or just potato soup? Since Tim Hortons started making potato bacon soup, that's what my family has fallen in love with, so I've made it a couple of times. I do stop by the store and buy cheese and broccoli soup. Oh, that sounds good. I like to make all the healthy meals and cakes at church associated with my holidays. Nice. Yeah, I'm learning newer, healthier everything. I'm saving them all, and then I'm going to start a series on self-care, on some cooking. My whole channel won't be cooking. It'll just be, some shorts here and there maybe, or I don't know. Don't know yet. Maybe long videos. Not sure. It'll just be part of my self-care, and then I'll do other kind of self-care videos. I'm thinking, would it make sense? I'm going to take my sweater off. Now I'm warming up. Ouch. Okay. I'm thinking, I love making potato soup, Mike. I have a video, but maybe it's one of my lives making potato soup. And yes, you have to have bacon. I'm going to have to watch that. I'll try your recipe that you used. Do you want to know something? My husband and I ran a restaurant for only 9 months. It was long enough. Because the income didn't, we were only in a small village, so the income didn't match the amount of work that you put in to it. So, but it was fun. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, but it was exhausting at the same time. And we were going on so much adrenaline that we didn't really think about the exhaustion until like way past the fact. So I think I'm going to grow some chia seeds and eat them, and some chickpeas. I was watching this guy. I follow this guy who does all these natural plants and grows seeds and stuff, and he's showing 3 different ways, 3 different types of greens that you can grow from chickpeas. 3? Or maybe just 2. But 3 different foods that you can get out of just the chickpeas. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then chia seeds, well, they grow. So I'm assuming if they grow greens, then they have to be partially healthy. Well, not partially healthy. I'm sure they're healthy. Okay. I'm in so much. I don't mean to complain, but I'm gonna go sit down. I've done most of it. Oh, I should soak this some more. Gross. Okay. Okay. That needs to be washed. That can sit there. I'll come back and do some more cleaning in a few minutes. Let's go have some water and have a chat on the couch. Excuse me. That will stay there. My Norwex cloth. My other Norwex cloth I will put to the dirty clothes so that I can wash it. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how much pain I'm in right now. Anyhow, done complaining about my pain. Just with my fibromyalgia and falling down the stairs. I went to the doctor today, and so he said, just because I had made the appointment when I had been in a lot of pain, for quite a few weeks, and he said, well, the thing is this, what's happening, because I'm still trying to understand fibromyalgia, you know, which is why I bring videos about it and talk about it. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Debbie Sue. I know you understand. You're there with me, probably a lot of the time. But so the doctor said, well, like I can offer you different pain meds and whatnot, but I would also, will we ever understand fibro? Probably not. But I do understand more that it is a nerve issue, right? And he said that my nerves are basically just messed up, and which is why the pain. So he said you're having a flare-up is what's happening. So what you have to do, I mean, I can give you pain meds and everything for it, but what you have to do is try to stop the flare-up. So I have to find out first why I'm having a flare-up, and then maybe that would help. But anyhow, yeah, the reason I talk about it is because I'm trying to understand it more, and I also want to bring awareness to the rest of the people in the world, because, you know, yeah, those flare-ups are terrible. Yeah, and a lot of time my flare-ups would start with, like, my eyes not being able to open them and everything, but now it's not that. I mean, I do get that, like, I'm feeling a little bit fatigued right now, but not too bad compared to, like, other days. But it's, yeah, more the pain, and I haven't had fibromyalgia pain like this before, so at least not that I remember about. So he said he could give me, he doesn't suggest opioids, and I said I don't want those anyhow, because, yeah, I don't want those. He said, well, what I suggest is either massage therapy, chiropractor. Yes, it would be nice to know what causes the flare-ups. Exactly. I think every flare-up, like, I know stress causes some of the flare-ups, but for myself lately, I'm not really sure what's been causing the flare-ups. So, yeah, it would be. I think that's something we have to kind of pay attention to, because each one of us, it's going to be something different that's going to cause, I get really fatigued, and it causes one of my eyes to blink slow and look crazy. Yeah, I understand that. And then, yeah, I get the spasms in the eyelid, not the eye. And lazy. Although I've had a lazy eye my whole life. My grandma on my dad's side did as well. And my eldest child does as well. Give me one sec. Yeah, the flares are not fun. So I didn't realize, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just learning about all this stuff. So I didn't realize that the pain meant a flare up. I guess it makes sense. But I'm gonna try some natural stuff that my sister sells. And I'm not gonna sell it, so I'm not gonna try to sell it to any. But I will share it with you guys once I start taking it, and my husband, because his joints have been bothering him as well. So I'm gonna share it with you guys, and then let you know how it works, because I know a lot of people are in different kinds of pain and going through different kinds of physical ailments, and I know that, like, a lot of people want to come on here and have a break from that, and that's great. But then I know it's nice to be able to talk to people who also understand where you're at as well. Oh wait, yes, it would be nice to know what causes the flare-ups. Yes, exactly, Mike. It would be very nice to understand that. So yeah, so I'm gonna yes, that's true. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some natural stuff originated from the olive tree, all 100% natural, no additives or preservatives or anything like that, unless it's natural based. And we'll see how that goes, because there's been a lot of good that has been seen, even with my sister, her different clients, or because she's also a naturopath, so clients or her husband or even herself have really benefited from this. So I'll talk to you about those also during my self-care videos. I have so many self-care videos that I want to do, because I think that's one thing that really lacks in, at least in my life. I can't say in everybody's lives, but I'm assuming because there was a period of time that, whether it was in the church or just in society in general, yeah, it is quite interesting. But it's in society in general, is the putting everybody else first, but kind of like the airplane, what's it called? Symbolism? No. The airplane, I don't remember how to say those things right now. But the example, let's put that word. On the plane, when it's going to be crashing. Hi, Evie. How are you? She says hi to Debbie and Mike. Now, if you guys are saying hi back and forth, that's awesome. And talking, that's awesome. I'm just not going to be reading it, because then after, with the saved video, then we'll just stay on topic on what we're talking about. So, Evie, what right now we're talking about, I hope it's okay. We're just talking about fibromyalgia, because Debbie Sue also has it. And I'm not sure if you do, Mike, or not. But we're just talking about flare-ups, because I just went to the doctor for that today. And I was just mentioning how my sister sells some natural products made from the olive tree that has really helped herself. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you had fibromyalgia as well. And I know some people don't want to hear about it. And so, but some of us, it's nice to talk to other people who kind of understand us, right? Yeah, you have it too, Mike. So that's what I was wondering, because you were mentioning about the flare-ups. So, yeah, so my doctor, because I went to the doctor today about it, Evie, it kind of seems like people think it's fake. They do, and it's frustrating. But I'm very blessed to have the doctor that I have, because he knows about it, and I didn't know that he knew about it before I went to him. Debbie Sue, yes, they do. Evie, I rarely mention it because of that. Yeah, and it's frustrating. Evie, I don't tell people unless it comes up, Debbie Sue, but more awareness needs to be brought up to fibro. Yes, which is why I have videos, and about it, and about how what it's like. And each of us are going to have different days with fibro, right? And also depending on the flare-up and what causes our flare-ups, they're all going to be unique, yet some will be similar, right? So I'm glad you mentioned that, Debbie Sue and Evie and Mike, because I think I'm going to continue. I've just been struggling with what I should be doing with my YouTube channel. The thing is, even a lot of doctors don't even believe it. Exactly, Evie. Exercise and diet help me the most. Yeah, my problem is I don't only have fibromyalgia, I have chronic fatigue syndrome. So I am changing my diet, that is for sure. I've been working on that. Exercise with chronic chronic fatigue syndrome, it can cause a crash with chronic fatigue syndrome. Exercise, sorry. So that's my issue. But all these things, I'm not going to let it get me down. I mean, forever. I have my moments of, like even my doctor said, like, I know when you have flare-ups, like, how's your mental health? Because I know when you have flare-ups, usually CFS and fibro go hand in hand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because my doctor said, I know when you have flare-ups with your CFS, it also affects your mental state as well. And I said, yeah. I said, well, recently I've just been more starting to feel other people's pain again, which is a whole nother story, another topic. But yeah, I really think, what do you guys think? Should I continue bringing awareness to about fibromyalgia, or what do you think? What is your opinions on that? Because this is my thing, like, if somebody doesn't want to watch my videos, because I'm not doing them to mope or complain, because that's not it at all. I say go for it, says Debbie Sue. Okay, all I need is one of you to say yes, but even if there's more of you, that's great. Yeah, because I don't know if I mentioned this. I did mention it in one of my videos, but I had this sensation in my arm. It's something you are dealing with and part of you. Yes, that is true. Oh, crap. Somebody's trying to sign into my bank account. Yeah. So, yeah, so I went to the hospital one day. My oldest son brought me, because I think my husband was working or something. And I had a weird sensation in my arm, like it was swelling. There was no noticeable swelling on the outside, but the inside of my arm felt like there was a band around it, and it was just swelling, right? So he took me to the emergency. This was probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I can't remember. But this is what, my doctor was not happy with the way I was treated. And this is what the nurses did. Oh, so, are there any other ailments that you have? Yeah, I have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome. And then they talked to me like I was crazy, or just like a hypochondriac. Oh, maybe you have a fracture in your arm. I haven't hurt myself. I haven't fallen. I haven't done anything like this. This has been a feeling that's been just getting worse, for a while. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We'll x-ray your arm. I was like, why? There's nothing wrong with my arm in that sense, right? It's more than that. It's something different. It's not a fracture. It's not broken. It's nothing like that. Okay, well, let's go. We're going to x-ray your arm. It's like, seriously? There's nothing wrong with my arm. My bones. It's not my bones. So they ignored me, x-rayed my arm, sent me on the way. There's nothing wrong. Well, obviously there's nothing wrong. I had been telling them that. So they wasted money on x-raying my arm. Yeah, they think you are crazy and made up some condition. Exactly, which it's worldwide. There are literally over 1 million people who have either fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue syndrome, or both, all over the world. It's not just centralized to one part of the world, it's worldwide. On Facebook, I follow 2 or 3 different groups with fibromyalgia, and I was following with chronic fatigue syndrome as well, but it was more depressing. So this one is one thing about sharing with your about it, but yeah, it's just very different. But anyhow, there's people from Denmark, Norway, Africa, Nigeria. I know Nigeria is in Africa, but just all over the world. Canada, US, everywhere. And Saskatchewan, I don't know about the States, but you're saying, and Evie's saying, that it's hard, for people to understand and actually believe what we have. And I know there's a few other people that's in our community that also has fibromyalgia. And so I'm going to do my videos better, and just talk about symptoms, maybe, and how we feel, and maybe Evie, my chiropractor, was the one that diagnosed me with it. He said there are 2 pressure points, I think, above the hips. Yeah, there's pressure points above the hips. There's pressure points below the neck on each side as well. And there's a few through the back as well with CFS, or chronic fatigue syndrome. But yeah, that's what my doctor said. Like, he suggests, because I don't like massages. I hate them. They're so painful. And if I'm in pain all the time and I think they're painful anyhow, there's no point in getting a massage, right? Did I lock my cat somewhere? 1 second. She's meowing. I think I locked her in the stairs after I brought the dogs out. So I'm going to try, I'm thinking needlepoint as well. Because I went to a chiropractor and it actually did relieve. Come on, so I can close the door. Thank you. Going to a chiropractor for me did relieve some of my pain. But he was doing like a 12-week thing, care or whatever, to try to, so I wouldn't be going to him forever, right? But I think that I would benefit going to a chiropractor who, like you say, Evie, understands. My doctor, who was a doctor of osteopath, diagnosed me. Okay, Evie, I nearly came off the table and didn't even think anything was wrong. Yes, massage is not comfortable. I had a gift card and tried it, and one other time, no way. Yeah, yep. So I'm thinking of trying acupuncture, because that's what he suggested. He goes, I mean, if you find a chiropractor like you have, Evie, that knows a little bit more about chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia, which are very similar. Basically, it's our nerves that are shot, is what the doctor said. Like, our nerves are messed up, and they feel pain when they shouldn't be feeling pain. And like today was really weird. It's cold out, right? I went out with short sleeves in the morning. Like, now it's warmed up, but in the morning it was very cold. My son was freezing, and he's like, why aren't you cold? I was like, nope. But my body started feeling the cold. I mean, the pain before the pain of the cold before my skin, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, if you know what I'm trying to say. Hi, Mocha. I'm not trying to ignore you. My body, yeah, my joints or nerves or whatever, not joints, my pain happened in my body before I felt the cold, if that makes sense. But, so yeah, I think I will continue, and maybe I'll email you guys and get some ideas on what you think needs to be discussed. Yeah, so Evie, I no longer go, and it was 20 years ago. I have pain in my left foot, like a burning, and on top it feels like ants are biting me. Yeah, I had that in my leg, in my right thigh. Just like in my thigh, it was like about that circular. Yeah, I understand how you're feeling. It's not fun. I feel like when I stand up to walk sometimes, whether it's in the morning or just after sitting down for a while, I get up and I feel like my feet are breaking when I get up. That would be very annoying, feeling in the foot. So you don't go to the chiropractor anymore? They're quite expensive, aren't they? And maybe you don't need to go anymore, I don't know. So how do you manage? Do you still have quite a few flare-ups, Evie? Evie, I have nerve surgery on my left ankle, and that made it a lot better. Oh, really? You had nerve surgery? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's the issue, is it's, people can't see it, and it's because it's our nerves, right? And that's what I didn't see any benefit. Oh, you didn't see any benefit. Okay, sorry. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Leonard, stop. At least from what? Hey, Leonard, down. Thank you. I thought you said that you did see a benefit, which I was wondering because it's more like I don't know. I think the whole thing winds back around to the nervous system, like not handling stress properly. Yeah, I think you're right. And I think sometimes we don't realize, when we're in stress either. Because some things just become so normal as a part of our life that we don't realize that we're in stress. Would that make sense to any of you that are listening? I tried to ignore it and don't talk about it. Yeah, I was doing that for a while. So it sounds like you've had it or have been diagnosed a lot sooner than I was. If it was over 20 years ago that you're going to the chiropractor. I was only diagnosed with it in 2018, like at the end of 2018. So it's quite new to myself. And I have ignored it several times, but it gets so bad that I can't ignore it anymore. Because sometimes when I'm going through a recession, I'm not having flare-ups for, 3 to 6 months. Then it's easy to forget that I have it. Yes. Hi, Fire. Welcome back. Evie, yes. If I need to get something done and things are going wrong, it gets really difficult. Yes, exactly. And how are you doing, Fire? Yeah, so that's what I found this last time. Because I think I went with flare-ups and I didn't recognize them. I'm glad you're doing well. Good. Evie, mine never goes away, just less and more. Yes, exactly. What happened? Oh, we're talking about chronic illness. Evie says hi, Fire. Because some of us that are on right now, a few of us have similar ailments. And, okay, yeah. So yeah, I totally hear you on that, Evie, that it doesn't totally go away. And that's the thing, but you get used to it. You get used to the pain. You get used to not being able to talk straight, because that's how I get. You get used to whatever symptom that you're having, you just get used to it, right? And so you forget that you're having symptoms or flare-ups. But when the flare-ups get worse, that's when, right? So like when I finally started noticing that I was having flare-ups bad was July of 2024. And that's why I had to stop working, because I couldn't talk, I couldn't think, and I had said to my son-in-law, who was in the office with me, working on an estimate, I said to him, oh, my brain isn't working, I can't think. And he says to me, kind of tongue-in-cheek, kind of laughing, and just says, and is this something new? And that's when it clicked for me that I was going through a flare-up, because that was how I was getting for the months. And when I had my surgery, the doctor told me they are false signals when nothing is wrong. She did say to never cross anything on my body. It will just cause problems. Really? Oh, in 2002. Okay. And interesting. I've never heard that. Don't cross any. I always cross my legs. Okay, I'm going to try that. I don't cross my arms unless I'm standing somewhere random with people. That's my way of relaxing, I guess. I don't know. I've heard it doesn't look like you're being opening, you know, like crossing legs and ankles. Yeah, I have to, yep, that's what I do all the time. Although when I'm sitting on the couch, I don't usually, although, yeah, no, you're right. It makes blood pool and stuff and can shift. Huh, okay, that's good to know. I'm going to try and be on my best behavior and stop crossing, because I do cross my ankles and my legs, that is true. For me right now, hi Alyssa, how are you doing? It's a lot of pain from my elbow down to my wrist in this arm. My shoulder pain, and just pain throughout my back. I'll get like, I'm good, how are you? I'm not too bad. And Debbie Sue also says, hi Alyssa, glad you're doing well. Wonder if that's my husband and son coming home. So yeah, so we're just talking about fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome, not because there's a few of us on here that have that. So, but I am gonna try that, definitely, because you know everything is gonna come from the bottom up, right? So Evie, that's a good point. Can't stand, sit, or lay down too long. Walking or moving, I'm fine. And I'm the opposite. I can't stand for too long. I can't walk for too long. But I can lay down, and I need to lay down prostate. And I can sit. But yeah, but the other ones, which is, you know, bad for me because that's been a cause of gaining weight. But I force myself to get up, and when I can, when my symptoms aren't too bad, because I also like just get zapped of energy completely. I have taken a muscle relaxer the last 3 nights for my teeth clenching. I think it is helping my whole body. Okay, that makes sense. I was talking about earlier, I think you weren't on here yet. Debbie Sue was here, and Mike was here. My sister sells this holistic, they're not meds. Hey Zach, you're back. It rhymes. Yeah. It probably is helping. So I'm going to be trying this because she also has chronic fatigue syndrome, and her husband has liver issues, and it's helping with that. So I'm just going to try and start taking this to see if it'll give me, you know, it'll probably take about 3 months for it to start working on me, but there's no additives. It comes from an olive tree. So I'm going to try taking it. I'm not going to be selling it or anything. I'm just going to, hola, mi amor. There's my husband, Raul. Evie and Debbie Sue, if you have not met, or Mike, if you haven't met Raul yet. There he is, and he does speak English. Yeah, so I'm going to try taking that, and hello, Raul, says Debbie Sue, and see if that will help. And I'm hoping to get some for my husband as well, because his joints are bothering him as well. So Evie says, hi, Zach, hi, Raul, Jonathan, hello, how are ya? And Zach says, hi. Debbie Sue says, hi, Zach. Hi, Jonathan. How's everybody doing today? So where's everybody from? I know, Zach, you're from Canada. I'm from Canada. Debbie Sue's from the States, and so is Evie. And Mike, I'm not sure if he's still on here. He's working. He's from the States. Hello, Deborah. How are you? How are you feeling today? Are you feeling better than yesterday, Deborah? I know you weren't feeling very well yesterday. Should drink some more water. A little, but still upright. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're still upright. It's not fun being sick. Deborah had surgery, so she's struggling healing from it. And a few of us have been talking about our health issues today as well, and how it's very frustrating. But looking for the joy and the silver lining is always a positive and always a good thing, because that's all what we need to do. So sorry to hear that, Deborah. Yes. Yeah, it's not fun. That is for sure. I wish you well in your recovery, says Debbie. And Raul, my husband, says hi, everybody. And Zach says hi, Raul. And Debbie, Sue, and Evie said hi to you already, I believe. So yeah, so it's a beautiful day today. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna make for supper. Something to do with chicken, but probably chicken and rice and vegetables today. It's my husband's and my go-to when we don't know what else to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep. Yes, it is. I'm trying to evict a sneaky possum. Oh no. That's not fun. Where did he get into? Stuffed peppers here. Oh, that sounds wonderful. What are you going to put in them? You put ground beef, or what do you put in yours? That sounds wonderful. That's a good idea. I should try that. I do have peppers. Do you have a video on that? I think I would put chicken and some kind of sauce so that it's not dry, and cheese, maybe feta cheese and mozzarella cheese, maybe some cheddar cheese, ground beef, pre-cooked. Yeah, but I think I might copy you, except for substitute ground beef for chicken, because I already took chicken out of the freezer. And my husband's not a big ground beef fan, so I think I made a video. I'll have to check it out. Yep, I might do that. Put veggies and chicken, maybe some rice in a pepper. I had meatless taco for me with rice and beans. Oh, beans, yes. And hubby had a hamburger. It was his and her meal. Awesome. The peppers stay tender, crisp that way. What way? I'm sorry, I missed something. The ground beef? Or cucumber and tomato salad. Oh, that sounds good too. Yeah, I make sometimes cucumber. I ran out of tomatoes. I haven't gone grocery shopping for a couple weeks. So I almost ran out of cucumber. I have ran out of tomatoes. Meat pre-cooked. Okay. Yes, I would definitely, and it would taste better too, right? The meat would taste better pre-cooked, I think, because you could get a little bit golden as well. They go in the air fryer with cheese on the top for a bit. Oh, that sounds good. Deborah, he comes in to eat my cat's food. Already tried a trap, but no go, so I called a professional to come tomorrow. Oh, you need help. You need help evicting your possum, your unwanted tenant. Not greasy. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, my husband's not a big ground beef fan, so I think chicken would be the way to go. But yeah, I'll have to ask him what he thinks of that. Don't know if you're still listening, because he picked up our son from school, and then he's going to pick up the crew from the job site as well, so. Yeah, but that sounds really good. What are you, Zach? You said I am. You are what? What are you? Yeah, but how's everybody's day going today? Beef Smith. Have you had a porcupine bell pepper? Have you ever had a porcupine? No. What is that? What is a porcupine bell pepper? Oh, beef something. I'm very bad with those short things, but now I know. Thank you. I know BRB. I know some other things. What's a bell pepper? I mean, a porcupine bell pepper. That sounds interesting. Evie, yes, I have a video. And I mixed chicken and ground beef that I had in the freezer. It's less than 2 minutes long. Oh, cool. A bell pepper stuffed with beef and rice. Nice. I'm a beef lover. Yeah, he likes beef. He just doesn't like ground beef. He loves beef. So. He likes it in spaghetti sauce, ground beef. And that's, and hamburger soup, he likes it in that. That's about it. He doesn't really like it in anything else, except for, of course, beef patties for hamburgers. He likes that as well. But that's about all. So, well, I'm probably gonna call it a day, a goodbye. I'm pretty much done my dishes. I'm just letting a dish soak, and probably gonna start cooking, but I'm gonna not share my cooking today, so I will talk to you all later. I thank you all for coming and joining me. It's been great chatting, everybody. Thanks for joining me, Zach and Fire, Deborah and Evie and Debbie Sue. Let me see who else is here. Jonathan was here for a moment. Mike and mi amor, Raul. Ah. Oh, and Alyssa was here for a couple minutes, but I think she got bored with our conversation. But anyhow, thank you all so much for joining me today. Much love. You feel better too. I really hope that you're able to recuperate and get rid of the unwanted possum tenant that you have. Take care, everybody. Much love. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow for those who can join me.